All our love bugs, welcome back to another Wednesday on Weed My. I am so excited to film this video because it's about my girl, La Mujer Maravillosa, aka Wonder Woman to y'all monolingual people. Any Hoosers, this week her second movie comes out on HBO Max, which I'm hella excited because normally Christmas Day after like we do the presents, see the family, by like 3 or 4, that's it. It's over. So what is there to do? Watch this movie because I got all the subscriptions. You hear me? All of them. And therefore I'm going to watch it and I'm super excited. Been super excited since they announced the second part. I'm a big DC, Marvel, just all types of comic book fan. All types of that. And I love all types of badassery in a woman, right? And Wonder Woman's a badass. So I'm excited to watch this movie that's finally gonna come out. And I locked up back in like July when I was minding my good old business doing something else, and this makeup by Revlon was on sale. It was like buy one get one half off, something like that. So I brought like what I thought I would actually use from the collection. And not too long ago, I'll link in the video, but I also saw that Kiko Milano makeup cosmetic company had their own Wonder Woman line, and I purchased some things from there that again I thought I would normally use. So I'm gonna do a double look in this video, one with the Revlon and then one with the Kiko Milano. And the Revlon is very Wonder Woman 1984, very 80s looking makeup, so maybe something a little bit out my comfort zone. I see a blue that I may want to play with, not too sure. And then what I brought from Kiko, it was more demure. It was definitely more like 2020 glam that I could play up with. So that's what we're going to call this video. Wonder Woman 1984 versus 2020. I'm about to say 1920. No, that's not what we're going to do. So sit back, like, subscribe if you haven't already, share out if you like what you see. And as always, engage with me, see what you like. Shout out to my t-shirt, got it from Target. So I'm super excited. Let's get in. The brows that wow are already on, so let's get into it. Excuse the bonnet, it's deep treatment on the hair. Needs all the love, so that's what we're doing. Any Hoosers, we're gonna get into what I brought from Revlon in July. So this is what caught my eye. This eyeshadow palette, gorgeous, beautiful, chef's kiss. So it's Revlon WWx84, different colors, and they also named them. So it's like compassion, self-control, unbeatable, perseverance, legendary, truth, wisdom, self-belief, brave, courage. So just like overall, like all of these colors, just the packaging and all of that, like I guess they're like characteristics of what she portrays. I love that. I love that so much. Then of course, you know, a red lip. So I got there a High Shine Ultra HD Vinyl Lip Polish in red. So I'm going to play with that. And then this guy. This is, oh yeah, there's a seal on it. This is a Liquid Armor Glow. So it's a liquid highlighter. And I'm not too keen on liquid highliners, but for some reason I grabbed it. I don't know if it was something that I needed to complete the buy one get one, who knows. But it's really pretty from afar. I got it in a golden color because of course. And just this is just a compact. It's your Find Your Superhero Within. And I've always wanted one. I think when the first movie came out, Luxie had like a Wonder Woman compact that they made from their brushes, and I always wanted them, just never could get it, sold out. So I just wanted to keep my hands on this. So this is what I got from Wonder Woman, and I'm gonna do the Wonder Woman 84 Revlon makeup first, and then I'll do what I got from Kiko, and then move forward and do a compare and contrast in a few. So in true 80s fashion, I'm looking up 80s makeup. I want it to be that aesthetic. So I'm definitely going to play around with these pretty blue color, which I believe is Unbeatable or Self-Control. Self-Control. So I'm going to play with that. And I'm not going to use like the guards because from what I've been looking like 80s makeup was very much like in your face, boom, whole eye, which I don't know how I feel about that because, but listen, we're going to come through what we're going to come through, okay? So let me get my primer and my brush to prime these lids. And I'm using the Milano Conceal and Perfect in 145 Warm Beige. I used this in my last video, and I've really been liking the consistency of this. So this is what we're gonna use, babies. This is what we're gonna use. And got the compact out the package, and I'm just gonna buff that into the skin evenly because I want the eyeshadow to pop. And I'm not gonna use what's that thing called, eye primer, because I feel like this eyeshadow can hold itself on its own, and that's why I'm doing more like an over concealing on the eyes than what I normally would do to capture that as well. So I'm going to definitely buff this out, pat it into the eyelid, and give it a nice blend. And make sure that under eyebrow is concealed as well. And any leftover product, just drag it down. I mean, it's concealer, like you're gonna need it somewhere, so don't feel like you have to wipe it off. Just play with it around the skin, and voila. So I went and swatched the two blues out of the compact, and now I can't decide. So this is the Unbeatable color, which is like a seafoam green that shows up on my skin, and this one's Self-Belief in blue. Now I don't know, I gotta decide. Oh, all right, let me go back to my 80s inspo and see which one gives me a closer resemblance on that, especially for my skin tone. All right, okay, I'm gonna get it together. All right. This is me getting it together, going in with the Unbeatable, and then just blending that in together. Was definitely like scared. Where was this look going? However, I feel like it's coming together very finely using my liner and my Ego mascara from Tarte. Next, popping on the lashes from Ardell, which I'm using Ardell Wispies, so and just putting that in place. As I was doing them, especially the first one, I was like, I don't know, Wilma. I don't know where this is going. Make it do something. But I like. Okay. All right, let me get ready with the rest of the video. So I'm going to prime my face with NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop primer. And I use this one because I have mostly oily skin in my T-zone. And I really like the consistency of this primer, of how it just soaks up all that oil. It's also really tough. So I pour it in my hand, well, push it out in my hand, and then I warm it up in this way. And I press into the skin. Just like that, and it gives you this mattifying barrier ASAP, okay? And so I like it. A little bit goes a long way. I like it a lot. So this is one of my favorite primers for super oily skin, and you want to just look that nice natural matte finish. This is the guy. This is the guy for me. And then I like my under eyes. I need some treatment. Tula Skincare Glowing Get It Stick. It has this cooling feeling. I'll pat it down before putting any concealer because I want my skin to be bright and vibrant. Also, because I'm using this highlighter, I'm gonna use it a little bit under the makeup, and then I'll top it off on top of the makeup as well, because I want that nice glowy sheen that it's meant to give. And you can just see that right there. Look how pretty. And then I'll get on with the rest of the face. Using my Milano concealer, I'm going to conceal all of the face, the inner of the face, I should say, and blend it all in. And then just using a flat tip brush, going back in with the Milani 2-in-1 foundation. Really loving this duo. Definitely liking the coverage that it presents. Under my cheek. It is costing me so much not to like fully keep this 80s with a red lip, but I'm gonna commit. Because I said this was going to be the 80s look. And I'm going to do the Kiko Milano 2020 style immensely. And so I'm just using the Seat London going coconuts, setting powder up under the eye. And this also helps me out with maintaining the makeup look throughout the day and taking away that oiliness. It's super helpful, especially in the T-zone area. And so I'll leave that on for a second, buff it out later on. And using my Morphe Glamour Bronze, I'm going to put on a contour with my BH 127 brush. And so right where that powder is, I'm gonna go above and curve, and then come down and curve. And then from my temple, I'm gonna go above and curve, and then do the same on the other side. Curve, curve, and then from here, go down and curve. And then I'm gonna flip it up. And then flip it up. And bring it down. I like to go across. That way when I blend everything in, that is the highlight. Excuse me, the contour of my nose. And that's it. I'm gonna leave this on for about a minute, and then I will buffer out the contour and then take off that excess powder. So let's get our cardio on and blend, baby. Blend, 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 blend is the name of the game. Cosmetics Colorete Blush Trio. And I think I'm going to use the color Isla, which is in the middle. It's a nice high pitch coral pinkish color. So I'm going to roll around my brush. And just pat it up into my temple, and then dust it off on the body of the cheek. And then just duplicate that to the other side of my face, up into my nose. Y'all, I really don't want to mess this look up with like such a bold lip, but it's 80s for las 80s. It's for la mujer maravillosa. So I'm gonna set this off with a little spray. And then I'll put a little bit more of the liquid highlighter on. So again, this one is called Liquid Armor Glow Pot. And then we're going to just place this nicely on top of the cheek, right above the brow. And then right on the nose, and then also the tip. Love that. I feel like I lost a little bit of my nose contour, so I'm just gonna go back in, try to get that a little bit more defined. I really don't know how I feel about this liquid pot. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little weird. I feel like it just sits on your face and you know that it's wet, so I think this is like probably like my least favorite product from this, because, and then again, it's like also I'm not just comfortable with it, so I don't know. But want to buff that out better. And then we'll go into the lip. So I got the High Shine Ultra HD Vinyl Lip Polish. I did a quick little swatch on my hand. And I can like see through the wand. It's like a pinkish red. So we'll pour up to nicely the 80s look. It has a really nice smell to it. So I'm just concentrating really hard and putting that into the lip and blending that out, because I want it to definitely not bleed through. Since it is a gloss, I want to make sure that it stays on the lip. However, you know, you can trap it in with a liner. I simply just didn't want that. I wanted to showcase the products that I said I was going to do for the Revlon look. The lipstick or the lip gloss in itself has a smell to it, a fragrance, I should say. It smelled nicely, but again, if you're sensitive to fragrances, you might want a heads up on that, as it does have a fragrance on the product. I like the texture of the lipstick. It's high shine, but it doesn't have that tacky feeling. Let's see the full look with my hair down, and then we'll go ahead and redo another look with the Kiko. This is the complete Revlon Wonder Woman 84 collection that I purchased. This is the full look. Like I said, overall, everything I liked. Not so much the glow pot. Yeah, the glow pot. It's too sticky for me. I don't like on camera it looks nice, but up close you would see like exactly where I like smudged it for a highlighter. Yeah, I don't like that part, but the eyeshadow is beautiful. The lipstick, it isn't this like super duper red. It's like, again, very pinkish red, so you can kind of like play around with it. For those who think that red is just a little too much, it favors pink, at least on my skin tone and probably above. But yeah, this is the Wonder Woman 84 look before I wash this off and start anew with Kiko. All right, brows that wow are back on. My face is clean from the first look. I was playing and swatching and bruh. Ooh, okay. So let's get started. I got the Wonder Woman from Another Planet eyeshadow palette. And this was more like an everyday neutral. So freaking pretty. So freaking pretty. Like, I was swatching it. Gorgeous. I also got, where is it? The Wonder Woman Metal Powered Liquid Eyeshadow. And I got the number 4, I believe. Yes, number 4. Which is just more like a bronze color. But look. Oh, so pretty. So stinking pretty. The only letdown that I think I'm going to be is the eyeliner that I got. It's in blue. Here it is. The packaging is gorge, super gorge, but it's like a darker navy that'll probably just like kind of come up black. So this is the NYX Vivid Brights that I swatched next to it because that's kind of something I wanted it to look like more so. So I don't know. I don't know if this is going to come through for me the way I want it to. But those are some of the items that I got in depth. And then I got also the Wonder Woman Power Shine Explosion. And I went for a more nude color because I had already got like that red in the Revlon. And this one is, I'm just looking for the name because it just says Power Shine Lip Stilo 1. I was looking to see if it had a name. So it's like a clicker type of thing. But this is more like the pink shade that it is. Very pretty. And then I got their mascara. Because who doesn't need a mascara? Again, packaging super pretty. I really love the blue packaging versus like the red. Very nice mascara brush. And I think that is everything that I purchased from their Wonder Woman line from Kiko Milano. So I'm going to be keeping the Revlon compact to do the look. Well, outside of this one. But let's go in and let's start going into the shade. There's no names for it like the other one. So it's just a 4-pan compact. Super pretty. Let's get into it. I took the lightest shade, blended it out over the eyelid, then went in with the darkest brown of the quad that it has, and then went with the... So this is how it's panning out thus far, using just 3 out of the 4 eyeshadows. I'm going to use the liquid one for the topper. I want to see how pretty that is. And then the shimmery one, I'm actually going to use as a highlighter for the look. It's super pretty. I love its like iridescent look. So let's get into it. I need this guy. So I really don't use like wet eyeshadow often, but a trick for myself, just thinking about disasters and trying to avoid them, always going lighter than heavier. So I dabbed it on the back of my hand. And then with a flatter eyeshadow brush, I'm going to work that color in because it's easier to add than it is to take off with makeup. And so as long as you know that tip, you're golden. Absolutely golden. So I'm just going to, all right, with the notifications. Just going to go with the arch of my brush into the eye and curve that out. Because it looks like this might dry really quickly, which is also good and bad, depending on the look. But I also like how the payoff is coming through with very little primer that I use. I only like coated my eyelid with what's that thing called? A concealer. And then I use the lightest of the quad all over the eyeshadow. Again, as a just primer base with eyeshadow. And then I went in with the darker on the outer lid to do the V. And then this is the color payoff. Just gonna drag it in so that it blends better. Yeah, definitely like it. So I decided for video's sake, I am gonna just use the Wonder Woman eyeliner. So whatever it gives is what the girl's gonna give. Felt tip, you can see that pretty blue. And then I'm just gonna use it to draw that triangle at the base of the outer, what's that thing called? Outer lid. And pull it into my eye. And then fill in as closely as I can to my lash line. And this is just to mitigate any patches that may skip when you use. Okay. It's giving me some remnant of blue. I can't be mad at it. Extend the liner on chin. And then fill in. I went, okay. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and then go in with the rest of the face. Before I do the other, I forgot, I got mascara to play with. So I really like the brush. Loving that. I feel like it's gonna grab a lot of the pelitos. So let's pull from the base of the eyelash and pull up. I'm going to be using a falsie too, but I wanted to use this mascara since the only thing from Kiko that I've ever had, I was gifted by my good friend Key. Hey girl, hey. Their 3D gloss, I believe. That was bomb. But other than that, I never like played fully in any of their other makeup. So this is a really good extension of what I should know from this brand. So just filling in my lashes right now with this and coating them, I should say. I really like it. I like how it's lifting the lashes. I have what I feel like are baby lashes. So I feel that I'm seeing a lift in the compact. I mean, like, I don't see like a wow, like lashes done grew 3 times their size. But for me, while I'm in my face in the compact, I can see a notable difference. So for me, the mascara is doing their job. If I coat it and it's like, bloop, what's the point? Like, what is the point of the mascara? You failed. But this one is really, really nice. So if this is just their regular and their just Wonder Woman packaging, this is something that I would actually repurchase to have and play around with in my circle of mascaras that I've already liked before. And so I fan at the end and grab up. And there we go. Okay, eyes are on, lashes are on. Boom, back, boom. My eyes are adjusting to the lashes, but other than that, this is the eye look. I'm gonna pull together and then run through the rest of my makeup and then see what the final look looks like with everything on. Keeping it same process as the other look, I am using all the same products when it comes to the concealer, foundation, under eye treatment. All of that is similar. The only thing that's changing is the eye product. in regards to both brands, but everything else on the face is similar, and working that out the same way, buffering it, adding it on, and making sure that it looks the same as before with the other video, minus a few products. Oh, I did switch out the blush. I used the Milani blush in this one. So going back in the Quad Compact, I'm going to use this sparkly color as my highlight. It's more like a rose gold color. Oh, that's so pretty. Yes. This is a really nice compact, and I love when you can use eyeshadow as multiple things. Like if you really want to, you could probably contour with a nice dark brown color. Like just because it says eyeshadow doesn't mean that that's what it's really all limited to. And especially when you have a lot of makeup, or if you don't want to really like pack a lot of makeup, always look for your eyeshadow compact that can give you a lot more oomph when you're packing away, because you might not need to pack that bronzer, right? As you can see, the bronzer that I'm using is from Morphe, but it's pretty big and it's pretty bulky, and if I really didn't have that much space, maybe I would take something like this and contour lightly with that brown, or for any other compact for that matter. So just a quick little tip there, little Wilma tip, a little your makeup madrina knowledge dropping on you. But don't hesitate to give more oomph out of your cosmetic. But this is super pretty. All right, I'm going to get ready and do the lip. I'm going to be using the dark brown lip liner by NYX and just lining my lines. And I'm using this because this is like a real pink nude, and so I want to warm it up. I don't want this like super pinky color on the lip. But I like to get as close to my lip as possible with the lip liner. And then I'm looking for my concealer. Fixing up the line as much as I can. And then pulling it into my other lip. Make it nice and even. There we go. This is a click up to push. So the color is super creamy, super creamy. I really like that. There is a little bit of fragrance to a lot of their makeup, but it doesn't bother me that much. But if you are sensitive to fragrances, this may not be your thing. But other than that, super light fragrant. One thing, I think by far the I don't want to say the worst, but my least favorite thing was definitely the eyeliner. That payout was, it was just very like, even now looking at it, like if you're not all up in my eye, you might just think I'm using regular black liner. So I guess that was like my only disappointment from what I purchased. But let's finish this out. Well, all right, hair's let down. This is the full look. This is the Wonder Woman Kiko Milano makeup look for this part of the video. And like I said, my only complaint was definitely just the eyeliner. Everything else is super pretty and very, very, like, I can see myself grabbing and using. I really, really like that mascara. This nude one, I think the fact that I have to play so much with a lip liner, I'm on the fence about it, but everything else is just right on the money and super affordable. So not like you're gonna break the bank for it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure these are like their normal things, just packaged up in like the Wonder Woman logo. So other than that, this is the look. Thank you so much for spending some of your Wednesday con Wilma. It has been a pleasure to play around in both sets of makeup with Revlon's Wonder Woman 84 collection and Kiko Milano. That blue was gorgeous, really shocked me. I didn't know where I was going with it, but it went somewhere. And this one looks like your very 2020 makeup look that you can do with anything. So as far as like what I would purchase, again, definitely that compact gorge, that mascara, beautiful. This liquid John, awesome sauce. The only thing that was on the fence about is definitely the eyeliner. The color payoff was not as blue as I wanted it to be, so whatevs. The packaging's pretty, but all in all, I really, really like the pieces that I purchased from both lines. And thank you for spending some of your Wednesday con Wilma, you know. It's not too late to tell your friends, to tell a friend, to tell your boo thing, to hit up a friend and say, hey, yo, you got that HBO Max club? Because I need it. Because the movie comes out on Christmas Day. And so if you ain't got nothing better else to do after you ripped open your presents, go watch Baby Girl Be a Badass. And with that note, I'm going to leave you with one of her quotes. You are stronger than you believe, and you have greater powers than you know. And that's from our girl, Diana, a.k.a. Wonder Woman, a.k.a. La Mujer Maravillosa, okay, a.k.a. a badass bitch, okay? And so therefore, go be the badass bitch that you are. Enjoy this holiday, and thank you for spending some of your Wednesday con Wilma.